boys. Are you kidding me? What can this guy do? Matt Fraser is going to win.
Alright, we are going to be breaking down NZ Nationals 2023 team competition. We are going to be going over just the elite programming for this video, so if you are looking for the RX or Scaled, you can just kind of look at the events and kind of take pieces from what you want. But we are specifically just going over the programming in this video, just breaking down all the little nuances within programming. Right, so first off, let's take a look at each event by event. Starting off, just going off the list on the Nationals website, we're going to go in that order and then just kind of break down from there. So first one on the website, it was the run, swim, run. All right, we had a very long, extra long time. We had 2 hours. We had running, swimming, and running. Okay, nice and simple couplet. So the first two ran 4K, the second two swam 600, and the last two ran 11K. Cool, nice and easy. Second one on the website is the max out, so the bench press, 8-minute time cap to find everybody in your team's 3RM bench press, so single modality, nice heavy test there. Looking at pressing. Going into your private, we are looking at a chipper. It is a longer time domain, so 26 minutes there, and we do have a combination of weightlifting and gymnastics in that one. Moving on from there, Alex, it is another chipper. It is shorter though for 8-minute time cap. This backs onto another workout, but it is a pure gymnastics test. And we've got toes to bar, the P-bar traverses, wall facing handstand push-up, more toe to bar, P-bar traverses, more toe to bar, wall walks, more P-bar traverses, and then again more toe to bar. So yeah, as I said, gymnastics tests, it is very heavily gymnastics dominated, and it is again 8 minutes, so it is nice and short. Going on to the next one, which is Tessie's Tough, a couplet, nice and short. It is backed on from the other one, which was a full gymnastics test, so now we have a full weightlifting test, and we're looking at worm squats and snatches. So again, a nice simple couplet after a big gymnastics chipper. Moving on from there, we'll go into King Julian, which was a weightlifting gymnastics couplet with that kind of medium time domain, about 15 minutes. It was rope climbs and deadlifts, so as we saw, the rep scheme came down, but the weight went up. More on that later. Move Marty was a 20-minute, so it's considered long 20 minutes, couplet of monostructural and weightlifting, monostructural being the running, weightlifting being the worm clean jerks. Send It Skipper was a medium time domain, so we're looking at 14 minutes. It was rowing and a clean jerk complex. So we had, again, monostructural weightlifting there. Glorious Toe, straight 5-minute sprint. So it's short, but it's heavy. It was just a single modality weightlifting test there. All right, Save More Reach. So we had a 2-part event. So half team did one workout, half team did another workout. So the first part was the ring muscle ups, handstand walking. So we have, again, a double gymnastics chipper, or couplet there, sorry. And then the other half of the team did a stretch carry. So stretch carry kind of falls under the weightlifting umbrella, but it was a carry, so it is kind of monostructural. So I've given kind of half a point each there. Then going to the final, it was a full-on weightlifting test with that worm again. So we had worm deadlifts, worm hang squat cleans, and then worm thrusters. Right, so if we look at breakdown in terms of movement modalities, with monostructural, we had 5.5, that half being the stretch carry. So 5 monostructural movements across all the events. We had 13.5 weightlifting. So again, that half is the stretch carry. I'll break those kind of two into a half point for each. And we had 7 gymnastics. All right, so across there, it was heavily weighted on the weightlifting, but that's because there was a lot more worm involved. So that is a kind of big component of weightlifting. Quite high in gymnastics, really cool to see. And again, 5 for monostructural in an event where we're not having a lot, well, we don't have any double unders, we didn't have ski, we didn't have any biking. To have 5 movements, albeit running was in there a couple times, is pretty impressive. All right, so in terms of that, really well done. I like the balance there. Obviously, in a team event, it is going to be more skewed to weightlifting just because the worm is such a big component, but wicked to see almost quite a good balance there. If we look at the movement patterns, so in terms of squatting, we had 5 squatting movements, we had 13 pulling movements, we had 13 press movements, and then 4 hinge. So as we can see there, it was quite heavily weighted towards the pulling and the pressing. little bit less squatting. I did kind of have the prediction before the final, going into the final, that we might see a fair amount of squatting. My prediction was Team Fran, so worm thrusters, then 6 synchronized pull-ups, kind of pull and squat, which didn't really play out, but I was right. There was going to be more squatting in the final, which is really cool. And then when you look at our workouts, we had 3 single modality tests. We had 6 couplets, 1 triplet, and then 2 chippers. All right. So in terms of having classic CrossFit tests, triplets and couplets, there was quite a few couplets, 1 triplet though, which is all right. But then again, 2 chippers, which is really cool, and then having 3 single modality tests is really cool as well. So what do we take away from this in terms of programming and notes of programming? What I can see is it was very well balanced between our monostructural weightlifting and gymnastics. It was on the heavy side of pulling and pressing, lacking a little bit of squatting, just 5 movements. And when you had, say, 13 push-pull and then 4 hinge. Hinge, that's all right. I didn't really count worm, hang cleans, or stuff like that as a hinge. I was more thinking of deadlifts, toes to bar, things like that. And it was kind of hard to place the carry as a squat, pull, press, hinge. I put it underneath pull just because you are kind of carrying or pulling up. I'm not too sure. I could have put it in a category of its own as a carry. Maybe I could do that. Maybe it's 1 carry and there was 12 pulling. So I guess the question now, is the competition designed what it was meant to do? So the question that the competition is asked is, who is the fittest? And especially in this case, it is find the fittest affiliate. All right. So did we find the fittest affiliate? I think we did with the test that was provided, with the programming that we did. I think with the test that was ran, it was kind of out of the box a little bit. It wasn't everything you could do in a gym. Things like that, the unknown unknowable is what CrossFit is. Essentially, that's what we're doing. So having that as what we're going off, I think NZ Team Nationals 2023 was a really good job in terms of programming and finding the fittest affiliate gym. All right, that's my take. Let me know what you think. Anyway, that is the breakdown of the programming of 2023 New Zealand Team Nationals. If you have thoughts on the program, leave a comment down below. Like the video, subscribe. I'm going to be doing more programming breakdowns of competitions coming up around New Zealand. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.